Rabbitohs! The 2024 NRL Grand Final is done and dusted, with the Penrith Panthers winning 14 points to 6 over the Melbourne Storm. What a performance from the Penrith Panthers. They were incredible once again, and this brings their 4th premiership in a row. Just incredible. It's their 5th grand final they've been in a row, which is wild as well. And I know so many people say, we're forgetting, the Dragons back in the 50s and 60s, Parramatta, all these other teams that have, they've had remarkable runs. They've looked incredible. I personally think, and this is just my opinion, I know people will push back on it, but I believe this is the greatest team ever assembled over this 5-year period. It is incredible what the Panthers have done, because back then, salary cap never really existed. The players were never as athletic as they are today. They're a lot fitter, they're a lot stronger than they were back then. The rules have changed so much. I personally think it is a lot harder these days to win than it was back then. And the teams, there's not as many teams in the comp anymore either. This is incredible what we've seen from the Penrith Panthers. So credit to them. Seriously, at least, we can say that we were alive to witness this dynasty. So good on the Penrith Panthers. I'm happy for them. I think it's an incredible achievement. So let's talk about the game now, though. Very good game. I was entertained from start to finish. I thought Melbourne, while they were pretty puffed for the most part, a lot of the times they had their hands on their hips, I still thought they did a really good job defending the Panthers. Penrith threw everything at the Storm, and I think they did an awesome job. The Jack Howarth disallowed try, I disagree with that. That was definitely grounded. I think they got that one wrong. Do I think it changes the game? Not really. I think Penrith were always in control of this one. Liam Martin, really good performance. He did win the Clive Churchill. I disagree with the Clive Churchill medal going to Liam Martin. I personally think Nathan Cleary should have gotten it. Thought Cleary was incredible tonight. 450 odd kick meters, over 200 running meters. He had 31 tackles, only missed 3. In the halves is incredible. They threw everything at Cleary, and he stood up to it. He got a try assist. Didn't make any errors. He was really good tonight. I think he had about 5 or 6 tackle breaks as well. Cleary was incredible. And don't get me wrong, Martin was brilliant as well. And, it's probably good that it goes to somebody different, but I do think Cleary deserved that one. Isaiah Yeo, as reliable as ever, so was Dylan Edwards. I thought Brian To'o, before he went off, was very good as well. But, I personally think Nathan Cleary should have gotten the Clive Churchill. For the Melbourne Storm, I thought Munster gave it a red-hot crack. There were definitely periods in there where he tried to create something out of nothing. Harry Grant was incredible, especially on defense, 50-odd tackles. And there was several try-saving tackles in there as well. I thought he was really good. Xavier Coates, a bit disappointing with 3 errors, but he tried his heart out, man. Ran for over 200 metres, which we don't tend to see Coatesy do. He put his hand up to take some pretty tough carries up the middle as well. So I thought Coates was pretty good there for the Storm. But outside of that, I wasn't impressed with too many of the Storm players. I thought Valepu was good when he came on. I just didn't think he got enough opportunities, to be honest. Outside of that, Howarth was okay. Meany was okay. No one really stood out outside of probably Grant for the Storm, though. So, pretty disappointing result there. I'd say Melbourne fans would be a bit upset. Obviously, they would be hurting a bit about that no try call as well. But I do think that... I don't think it changes the game. I genuinely don't. Penrith were always the better team, in my opinion, and they absolutely deserved this premiership. So shout out to the Penrith Panthers. Shout out to Nathan Cleary. What a game. What a performance. Liam Martin, obviously, shout out to him too. While I do think Cleary deserved the Clive, I think Martin also deserved a lot of credit. So I'm not mad he got the Clive, but I do think Cleary should have. Jerome Luai, I thought, he didn't have his best game, but he did what he needed to do. James Fisher-Harris led from the front as he always does. I really think those two will be missed next year. Isaac Tungo was incredible. He's had such an off season this year, and in the biggest game of all, I really thought he stood up and had a massive game. But outside of that, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to cover here. Let me know your thoughts of the grand final down below. And thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.